Hey, happy Friday and welcome back to the Friday Funnies. You know, Easter is here, spring is here. They're both harbingers of warmer weather. But in much of the country, it's still cold. In the Midwest, we have snow today. So come on, April, this Fool's Day nonsense is over. It's time to get down to the serious business of warming. And speaking of April Fool's Day, you know, it coincided this year with Easter, so I combined both celebrations. I invited people over for an Easter egg hunt outside, and then I just didn't hide any eggs. It was quite fun to watch, especially when it started to drizzle, you know. Anyhow, if you're a golf fan headed down to Augusta to see the Masters tournament this weekend, here's some important advice. If you're in the gallery, you know, watching the golfers, do not yell out the words, "dilly dilly," after the golfer has hit the ball. You can say other things like, "Hey, that shot sucked," but uttering "dilly dilly" will get you kicked out. Now, if I were to go down there, I'd yell out willy-nilly just to see what they do. But, you know, instead of raising a ruckus on the golf tournament, I have decided to prepare the following look at the odd things in life. Dilly dilly! Remember what it was like when you first took your driver's test? You know, you were very nervous. Well, this week, a nervous 46-year-old woman in Connecticut took her driver's test, and when it was over, she was backing into a parking slot right next to the DMV building, and instead of hitting the brake, the square pedal on the left, she hit the gas, the elongated pedal on the right. This caused her to back up right into the building. Now, fortunately, nobody was seriously injured, but the woman was told that, yes, she did fail the test, and she was told that she'd have to take it again, but at a different DMV location. Meanwhile, in the farming community of Fremont, Michigan, students celebrated their annual Drive Your Tractor to School Day. They park in the school parking lot and they walk around looking at each other's tractors. You know, "Hey, nice 3-point trencher you got on that deer there. Hey, thanks, man. Next year I'm getting a box blade with a hydraulic scarifier." Cool. In Mississippi this week, that would be the state, not the river, the managers of a Sonic restaurant put up a sign where the customers place their drive-through orders. It reads, "Attention! If you are smoking weed in the drive-through, you will not be served. Please show some common courtesy and smoke and air out before pulling up to get your order." The restaurant apparently doesn't want smokers to exhale through the open pickup window, fearing that the smoke from the devil's lettuce will hit the clerk and he'll do something goofy. They don't care if you smoke, just do it before you get to the drive-through window. That way, smoke as much as you want, because that way you're going to order a lot more food than you need.
Please hang up and try again.
You know, I'm a big fan of jerky. To me, there's nothing like chewing on a piece of tasty shoe leather to help pass the time. I like beef jerky, I like turkey jerky, but the jerky manufacturers are now making jerky out of a variety of animals. I've had jerky made of bison, out of alligator, and something that my cousin made, and he called it meat substance. Anyhow, I draw the line at earthworms. That's right, earthworms. Walmart is now selling earthworm jerky, made entirely out of dried earthworms, just like the kind you see on the sidewalk in the summertime. Then they marinate the worms in some spicy thing to cut down on the gaggability factor and sell them to a gullible and/or daft public. I can't wait to see what Walmart comes up with next. Perhaps freeze-dried leeches, cockroaches on a stick, or my favorite, dehydrated pickles. Dilly dilly. That's it for another week, my friends. Please pass these funnies along. Be sure to sign up for my new podcast, Just Kill Me. You can find that on iTunes. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss a minute of laughter. And if there's no questions from the audience, I'll see you back here next Friday.